Hi everyone, I've made it all the way from the Maritimes to Thunder Bay, but I've got a long drive ahead of me to Winnipeg, so stay tuned because when I get there, I'll be leading you through a yoga sequence specifically designed to combat the effects of road tripping. After a long drive, I've made it to Winnipeg, so I'm going to lead you through a follow-along sequence that's designed to release tension in your back, shoulders, neck, and hips. So to start off our sequence, we're going to come into bound angle. So simply come to a seated position, bring the soles of your feet together, and let your knees fall gently out to the side. And this will give us a nice, gentle release in our hips. Now we're going to add in a neck stretch here as well. So from here, bring your hands out to the side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your right hand down to the side, relaxing your shoulder, and bend over to the right, really feeling a stretch in your left side body. Hold here for 2 breaths. And then gently release your left hand almost all the way down to the ground. You're gonna leave it about a foot off, really reaching out through your fingertips, and this is gonna give you a great stretch through your neck where lots of tension has been building up during your road trip. And you can move your chin around just a little bit until you find a really juicy spot. Let that release. 2 more breaths. And then inhale back to center. Gently bring your head back with your right hand. And then we'll repeat on the other side. So inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your left hand down and bring your right hand up overhead, keeping your shoulder down away from your ear, stretching out your neck again. And then release your right hand down, again, a foot off the floor, and just let your neck go. Really releasing through the side here. Relax your shoulders. 1 more breath. Come back to center, bring your neck and head up with your left hand, and then we're gonna do a gentle twist from here. So sit up nice and tall, reaching up through your spine. Bring your right hand to your left knee, and exhale as you start to twist. Release your spine, look over your shoulder. Inhale to stretch up, exhale to twist. 1 more inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Come back to center. Take 1 breath to reset. And then inhale nice and tall. Twist the other direction. So left hand to right knee. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to twist and look over your back shoulder. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, and then come back to center. And from here, we're gonna bring our knees in nice and gentle. So just bring them up, tuck them into your chest, and then gently roll down onto your back, bringing your knees with you, tucking them in, and just rolling around on your back a little bit to release your lower back and your spine. And then from here, we're gonna do a roll, so we give our whole spine a massage. Bring your hands so they're grabbing your thighs, and then we're gonna rock back and forth 3 to 4 times all the way, really massaging your spine. And then 1 more time, and then when we get up, we're gonna cross our ankles, plant our hands, and step back into downward facing dog. So plant your hands, spread your fingers, roll out your shoulders, bend your knees if you need to create that nice long line all the way from your wrists to your hips, and just settle into your dog here. And remember, it's not important to have your heels on the floor, so just stay wherever you're at today. Stretching out your spine, stretching out your hamstrings from sitting in the car. 1 more breath. And then gently walk your hands back to your feet until you come into a gentle forward fold. And this is going to be a really nice way to release your spine and also release your neck after being in the car for so long. So bend your knees, bring your stomach right onto your thighs, interlace your fingers behind your neck, and then just let yourself fold completely forward, letting everything hang heavy. You should be feeling a stretch in your back, in your hamstrings, a little bit in your neck. Breathe deeply, releasing a little bit more tension with each breath. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Let your hands fall down. And then gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, start to roll all the way up to standing. When you get there, roll your shoulders down. Give your neck a nice roll. And then step to the front of your mat, and we're going to move into some sun salutations. This is going to really help to just warm up your whole body and stretch out everything that's been sitting in the car for a long time. So bring your feet hip distance apart. You're going to really ground your feet into the floor. Roll your shoulders down. Come to a nice strong mountain pose. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank. Hold here for one breath, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto the ground. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl your toes, come up and back, downward facing dog. Hold this for 3 to 4 breaths. Walk your dog out if you need to, bending one knee and then the other. Really release your neck, let your head hang heavy. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath, inhale. Exhale. Then inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lift all the way back up, reach up, stretch up. We're gonna do 1 more round. So exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. 1 breath here, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, curl your toes, up and back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Take this time to center yourself, let everything drip off. 1 more breath. Inhale, look forward, step forward. Half lift. Exhale, fold forward. And here we're actually going to plant our hands 1 more time. Step back. And then exhale, come all the way down onto the mat. And then we're going to shift back into wide-legged child's pose. So bring your knees the width of your mat and bring your hips right back to your heels. Bringing your hands out in front of you. And then letting your head relax, bringing your forehead to the mat. And here, the idea is to really feel a nice stretch in your shoulders, in your hips, and through your spine. So release your forehead and breathe deeply. One more breath. And then gently coming back up, we're just going to shift around onto our bum and come lying down onto our back. We're going to move into a gentle bridge pose. So to do this, keep your feet, knees, and hips all in line, and just bring your heels in so they're close. Be able to graze them with your fingertips. And then gently bring your shoulders underneath your body. Push into your feet. Inhale to lift your hips. You can roll your shoulders under a little bit more to get your hips up higher. Keep your knees in line with your hips. And breathe. Each inhale, lifting your hips a little bit higher. Pushing into your feet. Seeing your belly rise and fall. 2 more breaths. Lift up a little bit higher on your last breath. And then exhale, slowly roll down, bring your shoulders out, feeling each vertebrae come back onto the mat until your hips touch down. And then from here, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug. And then we're gonna come into one of my favorite poses. It's definitely not the prettiest, but I promise it will feel good. So, keeping your shoulders and your hips rooted down onto the mat, just bring your hands around the outside of your knees and let them slowly fall out to the sides. Now you don't want to be pulling too much here, you just want to be using the weight of your arms to create a little bit of traction to give your hips a stretch. So if you feel pain here, you need to back off a little bit. And breathe here. Now you can either stay in this pose, or if you'd like to move a little bit deeper, you're going to take your hands off your knees, bring them to the outsides of your feet, and then you're slowly going to lift your feet up until your feet and shins are in line with your knees. Again, your hips and shoulders need to stay rooted down onto the mat. Feeling a deeper stretch in your hips here. Breathing deeply. And you can feel free to rock around a little bit here, literally rolling around like a happy baby. Releasing tension. We'll hold it for 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then gently releasing your feet down, helping your knees into center. Give yourself one last hug, a really nice tight one. And then gently come into your relaxation, letting your feet fall out to the side, your arms come out, palms face up. And just let everything go here. Let every muscle in your body release. Let your whole body feel heavy against the mat and the grass. And let every thought drip away until your mind feels light. Take the deepest breaths you've had so far in this practice. And you can stay here longer, but when you are ready to come out, you're gently going to roll onto one side, cradling your head, bringing your knees in, coming into a fetal position for a few last breaths. And then supporting your head, gently come up and come to face the front of your mat in a seated position. Close your eyes, bring your hands into prayer, and gently acknowledge what you've done for your body. Then open your eyes. Thanks for joining me. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me in Winnipeg. If you have any questions about the poses included in this sequence, just leave them in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get back to you, and I'll see you next time on Surviving Yoga.